Hey, welcome back everybody. It's Siren Records Monterey and it is Fresh Catch Friday, and we've had a couple of hiccups, but Casanova is here
We're both back
and
at
I'm
once.
here, and yeah, so we're ready to discuss our picks of the week and some new releases. Anyway, picks of the week, it is time for you to come out of your coma from Desert Days and tell us what you found this week, what your pick is.
Okay, I'm pretty excited about this. Swan's album, Leaving Meaning, or
Meaning Leaving.
This is her 15th studio album. Swans is an experimental post-punk kind of gothic group from LA. They've been putting out music since the 80s, and they kind of had a second wind in the I think like early 2010s, early this decade. And they had like a long, like 10 plus kind of hiatus, and they came back, and now they have a bunch of newfound fans, you know, young kids my age getting way into their trilogy with Sear, To Be Kind, and Glowing Man. And I thought they were done after that. I remember them saying they might be calling it quits, but now they got another album out, so I guess they're still going at it. So basically, Swans, as usual, they're kind of Michael Gira is the main songwriter, singer. He has very dark, disturbing lyrics. It's hard to tell if these are things he's thinking or if he's playing like a character of sorts at times, but very heavy. If you listen to any Swans record, you'll know it's going to put you in a very dark, bleak mood. It's not really enjoyable, sunshiny music in any way. It doesn't really fit the weather right now, but it's a great record. The instrumentation, very heavy and repetitive on this one. They usually are not much in the way of like riffs and like choruses or anything like that. Just very linear song structures, sometimes reaching 10 minutes, sometimes 30 minutes. But this one's a little more straightforward with the song lengths. I don't think any of them reach that 30-minute mark or anything. They're all about 10 minutes and something like that. So, and I definitely think with this record, the focus is more on Michael Gira's vocals and lyrics than it was on his past few records, less about building up this grand instrumental climax. These are more like slow-burning, very almost, you know, gothic, country-ish little ballads from Michael. And it's really dark. There's some great guest features on here too. Anna Van Housewolf is on here, as well as some members of Angels of Light, The Necks. So pretty big release from them. I know some Swans fans are calling it one of their best. I'm digging it a lot. So please check it out. It's $25.95 and it comes with a poster as well. So.
What's that thing embossed here on the back? What is that? See that? What does that say?
Oh, Young God Records. That is their own label, and yeah, they always like to emboss it.
That's
on the
nice.
side.
It's good
cool.
packaging. Yeah.
It is.
Okay, nice. All right, this week for you, I have Cigarettes After Sex, Cry, and this is on Partisan Records. Now, Greg Gonzalez is kind of an oversharer. If you have been into Cigarettes After Sex before, you know this already. And this is like, I'm thinking he's got the mentality of if it isn't broke, don't fix it, because this isn't breaking really any new ground. You probably have heard the single Touch that's been being played, and you know, it's just what you want from Cigarettes After Sex. This you know, this album is more like it's like a tribute to the first album, if you want, you know, it's something like that. It's you know, if you kind of are the sort of person that prefers like melody and softness over like a hard edge and you know, well, you know what I'm saying. This will be good for you. If you liked it before, you're going to like it now. Nothing's really changed. The thing is that the songs are really constructed in a way that you could see them being handled with other arrangements, but you know, there's a lot of room for that kind of expansion, probably live, I would say. They can go further with that. But anyway, you know, the thing about this is he's got a little bit of a failure to evolve lyrically. He kind of claimed that the first record and EPs, they were about like a emotional breakup and stuff, and he's saying that this one is still autobiographical in that way, which kind of seems like a long time for a 30-year-old man to still be, you know, bummed out about that. I don't know. Anyway, he hasn't really come too far lyrically, but like I said, the melody, the songs on here is really what it's about, and it's so satisfying to just still have that beautiful vocal it doesn't matter. You can kind of cancel out some of those
Great
lyrics if
voice,
you really
yeah.
need to. But yeah. Anyway, this is an indie exclusive. It's on clear vinyl, and it comes with a poster and a download, and it is $21.95. So yeah, you may want to check this out. It's very sweet, very good.
Yeah, I would love them maybe next record to expand into like some strings or something. I think some orchestration would be really cool in their sound. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's such a lush.
Well, that's what I say. You can
Relaxing
really
sound.
picture those songs with different arrangements. There's really space for that. But anyway, we'll see. You know.
We'll see. Still a great record.
Yeah, there absolutely is. Okay, now I'm sure you got a couple more things you want to talk about. Yeah.
Yes. Let's see. First, I'll talk about this Desert Sessions thing. Volumes 11 and 12. Desert Sessions, this kind of came out of nowhere, a pretty big surprise. Like a month ago, Josh Homme, Queens of the Stone Age, is the head of this sort of super group. And they, in the early 2000s, they put out a couple albums. Basically, Desert Sessions is like all his friends from Palm Springs and the LA area just
Palm
kind
Desert.
of got together. Yeah, and they put out some kind of cool desert influenced alt rock, indie rock kind of stuff. Before, you know, there's like some members of bands from like Arctic Monkeys and like Mark Lanigan's in there.
PJ Harvey, you said?
PJ
Yeah.
Harvey
Yeah.
and, you know, some members of Caius and whatnot, Brant Bjork. So just everyone in that scene. But this record has a bit of a new cast of people on it. Still some of the old classics, but what's his name? Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top on here. Interesting. Jake Shears appears on a couple songs from the Scissor Sisters. It seems like people are pretty excited about that. And members of Warpaint, Royal Blood, Les Claypool's on here, so it's a pretty interesting cast of people. If you look it up online, there's a bunch of pictures going around of the whole group. Pretty legendary photos, but
Nice.
It's a great record too. I think you know, it's been a while since the last Queens album, so it's good to hear some more stuff from Josh Homme. Of course, his guitar playing and vocals are as great as ever. But it doesn't really sound too much like Queens. Definitely a little more artsy, a little more. Yeah, just with all those different musicians collaborating, it's going to be a wide variety of styles and genres. But there's definitely a stony sort of theme throughout, which definitely sticks to the true Desert Sessions vibes. But it's been like 15 or something years since the last one, and it's crazy they could just come right back and still have it with new people as well. So pretty excited about this. It's $31.95. Double vinyl, so check it out. Great cover, too.
Yeah, great artwork. Yep.
Awesome. Okay.
All right.
Next, I have these two excellent Ariel Pink reissues. There's actually three, but I couldn't find the third one.
Oh,
but
okay.
the main one here is this Loverboy reissue. This is like one of his very early albums. Kind of came out same time as House Arrest. If you're a fan of Ariel Pink and you haven't heard his early material, it's really, really good. I hadn't heard his early stuff till recently, and I love, you know, Before Today and Pom Pom, but this early stuff, very lo-fi, like almost to the point where some people might not like it at all, but if you can get past the lo-fi production and just hear how incredibly talented he was as a songwriter even that long ago, and his melodies, just incredible, very interesting guitar work, the song structures are weird, they're wacky, really Ariel Pink, one of the greatest gems of this decade, and our generation, honestly, very underrated. And I think I read somewhere Julian Casablanca said the Ariel is like his favorite artist of the modern age, and I can see why. He's really good. So
He's great, but he's a pain in the ass. That's the thing. It's just, you know.
as a person, he's a
Yeah.
bit of a handful.
He is a
but,
handful, yeah. So, yeah, the live show, it's like maybe 50-50 chance, yeah.
I was lucky enough to see a good set of him.
I was
but,
unlucky enough to
Lorain
see a
and
bad
Chuck,
one.
They saw a bad one. And if you've kept up with news articles with him, he's had some bad ones.
Yeah, it can go either way. But anyway, no, that's such is the life of a genius. A lot of times it's just
Exactly.
going to be that way. So
He's a madman for sure. And but yeah, this is a great record. Super, super interesting stuff on here. And this is underground. I'm not really sure what this is. I think there's just kind of demos and other like rarities and cuts. So pretty cool if you're a diehard Ariel fan. This is $20.95. I think they're both $20.95 actually, and they're both doubles on pink vinyl. So that's a really good deal, honestly.
Yeah.
So check them out.
Okay, very nice. All right, I'm going to talk to you about the Muffs. This is No Holiday on Omnivore Recordings, and this is their final and fifth. It's their final album, but it's their first new album in 5 years, and it's a celebration of everything the band has always stood for and continues to be. Now, Kim Shattuck was the lead vocalist, guitarist, and primary songwriter, and she She just passed away October 2nd, so that's why this will be their final record. But anyway, the cause was what they're calling amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS, I guess. So anyway, but you know, the musical chemistry between her, McDonald, and bassist Ronnie Barnett, it just remains the same as it always was. This is a joyous and bittersweet testament to her spirit and her gift. So, you know, you'll have, all the songs are real short. It's that short, sharp shock, you know, just always the same. If you were into the Muffs before, this one doesn't disappoint. This is laser etched 2 LPs with 18 brand new songs, and it's $27.95 if you want to check that out, okay?
Awesome.
Now this one, I don't know how it got into my pile and not yours, because it is on the Sacred Bones label.
True,
and
I know.
you
Rare crossover here.
Yeah, so that was like, that shocked me that I got my hands on this one. But anyway, this is Black Marble, Bigger Than Life on Sacred Bones. This is the 3rd full-length release for Chris Stewart, his project, and self-produced and self-recorded. And actually, there's a huge development with this one in between the first and the second, and now this one. So whether it's proven itself to be actually bigger than life, as the title suggests, is kind of up for debate. You know, the songs, you know, some of them absolutely soar, and other ones kind of like it's like they're going to buckle under the pressure of their own kind of affectedness. So it can go either way. Anyway, it's nice that this guy is growing as a musician. I do recommend it because you want to hear this. It's the possibilities for Black Marble, I think, are wide open at this point. You know, so this is definitely worth your time and trouble. You know, it's synth pop, popping drums, wistful lyrics, all that kind of stuff that, you know, we love. This is on limited edition red and white vinyl. Comes with a download, and it is $20.95.
Nice.
Now, just because you thought you were going to get away with this, but I knew when I was away last week, he was not going to give you the proper respect for Jim James and Teddy Abrams and the Louisville Orchestra. No, you didn't give any respect for this, and I even emailed him and I said make sure, but no, he didn't do it. So I'm going to tell you, this is here. It is $22.95, and it is a beautiful record with Teddy Abrams is the musical director for the Louisville Orchestra, and Jim James and he are sort of like, you know, they're kind of championing Louisville, Kentucky as not a town for bumpkins. That is like a really artsy, very progressive city, and they have their own orchestra, they have a ballet, they have all these things, and so this is kind of just showcasing them. They even did a reworking of a few of Jim James' solo stuff. There's Here in Spirit, Over and Over, and Same Old Lie, for example. But the other stuff, the new material is beautiful as well. It's really interesting to hear that stuff orchestral. They did a live stream from New York the other night, which was just beautiful to watch. And he was on Fallon. I hope you guys saw that too. Yeah, really great stuff, right? Anyway, so yeah, if you want something done, you got to do it yourself. And I would sit here and talk to you and give you a blow-by-blow detailed explanation of every song on here, but we have so much to get through.
Same Old Lie was pretty cool, though. I'm glad they did that one. That's like my favorite Jim James song.
It's a great song, isn't it? Yes. Yes. So anyway, it's here for you now. All right, you ready to get to the big stuff?
Yeah.
The big stuff? Okay.
Put this.
Okay, while you're doing that, gosh, yeah, we've got the Hendrix Gin fan out today because it's so hot in here. Can you guys believe it's like yesterday, it was tapping out at 90-something degrees here in Monterey. See, we're not used to that. And we don't have any air conditioning around here because nobody ever needs it.
Too.
Well, October, that's our dirty little secret around here, is that October is our, like, holiday month. After all the tourists go home, it's when the beautiful weather happens.
I know, I don't think it ever got this hot.
But when it starts to get like around 80 and up, we can't take it because we're just not built for that around here, are we? Okay.
Absolutely.
All right, let's get to it. First up is AFI All Hallows Eve picture disc, 10-inch. Isn't that great? It's $17.95.
Cool.
Yeah, love it.
Right.
Love AFI. They're just awesome. Okay, next we have Battles Juice B Crips on clear vinyl for $24.95.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Math rock band.
Now we've got Black Sabbath Dehumanizer Deluxe 2 LPs for $31.95. What's that about? What's the story with that?
Too. Oh, it's one of the Ronnie James Dio era.
Oh,
Sabbath
okay,
albums or
okay.
something, so.
All right, now we've got something called Blackstone Cherry Black to Blues Volume 2 appropriately on blue vinyl. And
Nice.
that's $16.95. Do you know, are they kind of one of those kind of countryish blues bands? Is that their deal?
No, I think they're like an alt rock.
Oh, really?
Metal sort of band.
Oh,
actually.
okay.
So,
I didn't get a chance to listen to that this morning, and I was wondering about it. All right, now we've got The Body remixed with a poster and a digital download. 2 LPs, $24.95.
Cool.
Okay. Let's see. Now we've got. How many albums does this guy have, for God's sake? It's Joe Bonamassa live at the Sydney Opera House. 2 LPs for $25.95. This guy loves putting out live records,
I know,
doesn't he?
it's just like the Grateful Dead.
Well, I mean, are his live shows like all that different from one to another?
I don't know any Bonamassa heads.
Well,
Unfortunately.
well,
I wish I did.
I'm guessing that they must be different, or they wouldn't keep putting these records out. But this guy's got more live records than anybody I've ever seen. And it's
I
like,
know.
might even be the Dead included. I don't know. All right. Now we have The Call, the collected best 180 gram orange vinyl, 2 LPs, $29.95. Now that's gonna go.
Nice. That's awesome.
Orange vinyl too. That's so great. All right, now we've got Harry Connick Jr. True Love, a celebrate. What do you mean a celebrate? Is my notes just a celebration of Cole Porter? I got cut. A celebra. This is 2 LPs for $35.95. So that's Harry doing Cole Porter stuff.
Okay.
Did I ever tell you that I've been to Cole Porter's mansion?
No.
Yeah, this was like, gosh, a long time ago. The place I was working doing marketing. You remember when Tracy Lords was like done being a porn star and she was going to be like a pop singer? You don't remember that?
Beyond me.
Anyway, well, she was, and so she wanted a marketing team to, just come up with some ideas for her. Anyway, so we had a meeting there, and her manager, I guess, was based at Cole Porter's old mansion, and it was like really cool. It was really great. So yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It was wonderful. It was a beautiful hike. So just
occasion.
a little bit of weird trivia for you there. Okay, so where are we at now? We're with Mikhail Cronin. This one is self-titled, self-titled, and it's on green and red haze, which sounds beautiful. $17.95.
Nice.
And we also have Mikhail Cronin Seeker, and this just says colored vinyl on my sheet.
This is on green vinyl. This is a new album. Actually.
Oh, okay.
The other one's a reissue. This just came out today. So.
That's 2 LPs for $26.95. Okay. Now we've got The Editors, Black Gold, Best of, 2 LPs, $22.95. Do you know what they're all about?
Yeah, they're one of those kind of post-punk revival bands like Interpol, Block Party, and all that. Strokes, they're pretty good.
Oh, okay.
I like I like that little scene. And they were kind of one of those bands where not all their records were good through and through, so Greatest Hits is perfect for them, honestly. So
Yeah.
great voice.
Alrighty. Floating Points, Crush on colored vinyl, $23.95. Any indication of what color that may? Look at the back sticker there. What does that say?
I didn't even know it was colored.
No? Yeah. It's,
these guys are cool too, kind of electronic rock crossover stuff.
I wish we knew what color that was. All right. Here's Grant Green, Born to be Blue, and this is $27.95. Really should be on blue vinyl, but it's not.
Oh, one of those Tone Poet releases.
Okay. Now this one, High Women, the High Women, 2 LPs, $22.95. It's got some of those women on it that you're more into. What are they? Who is
Randy
it?
Carlisle, Natalie Hemby, Maren Morris, and Amanda Shires are the High Women.
They're
I don't
right.
really know any of them. It's definitely country, but
I thought Brandy Carlisle was one of your things. That's not one of your things?
that's the other country girl, Casey Musgrave.
Oh, right. Oh, so you're a little more choosy than I thought.
Yeah, I'm not much of a country guy, but this is pretty legendary if you're a fan of this stuff.
Okay,
It
I
seems.
see. So it's a takeoff on the Highwaymen when
Yeah.
it was like Willie Nelson and Chris Christopherson, Johnny Cash, and who was it? Waylon?
Yeah.
Okay, and this is
Not
like
alone.
4 women, but they're not the highway women. They're just the high women. So, okay,
They're smoking up.
all right.
Play on words there.
Okay. Now we got Hobo Johnson, Fall of Hobo Johnson. This is $20.95.
All right. It's also on white vinyl, by the way.
Oh my God. All right, so now we've got Etta James, Collected, Best on colored vinyl, 2 LPs, $29.95.
Purple vinyl.
Nice. Okay, that's probably all the Etta you would want,
Ever
right?
need. Yeah, there's a shitload of songs in there. So pretty cool.
Now we've got Cadaver for the Dead. Wait a minute. Cadaver for the Dead Travel Fast.
Yeah.
2 LPs, $25.95. It's a gatefold.
Nice, nice. These guys are
Okay.
really good. Check them out.
We've got the Kinks, Arthur, or The Decline and Fall, and that's 2 LPs, $28.95.
Excellent.
I guess-
record.
Wasn't there was also a 7-inch box set, but somebody
someone
already
nabbed it
snagged it, so
minutes ago.
that's out today. That thing was $17.95, and it was also, let me see what, that was the Arthur or The Decline and Fall, but it's on it's over 4 7-inches and 4 CDs.
Yeah, that's a big
Okay.
box.
Anyway, I'm sure he's bringing it right back in, but the guy just came and nabbed it right first thing, so it's gone. All right, now let me see. Okay, now we've got Freddie Mercury, Barcelona, $17.95,
Okay.
and that's with Montserrat Caballé, right?
Yes. Cool.
Okay, so I'm sure that's gonna go because that was like a huge hit for them, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Freddie Mercury, Mr. Bad Guy, $17.95.
I guess they're really cashing in on the Queen popularity right now.
Well, yeah.
So
I'm sure that people want that stuff, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
probably that's been out of print for a while, I would imagine.
definitely has been. And that guy they got for Bohemian Rhapsody really does look like Freddie. That looks just like him. That actor.
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
Well, I know who
Mr.
you're talking
Robot
about,
guy,
yeah, yeah.
Crazy.
Okay. Now we got Van Morrison, 3 Chords and the Truth. This is on white vinyl. It's 2 LPs. It's $33.95. Is that like new material, I take it?
I think it is. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
another new album. From
Okay.
him.
It's, okay. Let's see, we've got Mortiferum,
Oh yeah.
Disgorged from Psychotic Depths, $21.95.
Great new metal album. Death Doom Metal. Profound Lore. This is a really great album. Please listen to it. You can just tell from the cover it's gonna be good. Honestly. You can't read the font.
Is that how you people
You're in
judge
business.
your... Okay.
Exactly.
All right. Now we got Motorhead Bomber. It's the 40th anniversary. 2 LPs, $55.95.
It's fat too. I don't know what's in there, but it's really
No, we don't
heavy.
have notes about the... it doesn't have a sticker on it that tells you any information about what...
Oh yeah, there's a bunch. but
All
we're not
right.
gonna read that paragraph of Motorhead info.
Apparently, Cass draws the line there. Okay, so now we've got Overkill, also 40th anniversary, 2 LPs, $55.95. So,
Nice.
any Motorhead fans out there, please direct your emails to Cass, not to me.
I'll just give you a quick glimpse. Interviews with key players, accomplices, and various guilty parties in the world of Motorhead.
Okay.
So it's got some interesting stuff in it.
Okay, thank you. Now we've got Gary Newman reissue, Pleasure Principle, first recordings, orange vinyl, 2 LPs, $27.95.
Well, that looks pretty incredible. Definitely
Okay.
pick that up. Color vinyl too.
All right, now we've also got another Gary Newman reissue. This is Replica's first recordings on Sage Green.
That's the Two-Way Army album, right?
I don't know.
Replicas.
2 LPs, $29.95 on Sage Green vinyl.
Pretty cool.
Okay, these look like they've really deluxed them up a little bit, right?
Yeah, I know. Really awesome.
Okay, number 12 looks like you, Wild Goats. No. Number 12 looks like you, Wild Gods. 2 LPs, 27 Wild Goats. Did I say?
Wild Goats.
$27.95. Well, that name's up for grabs then, if anybody wants it.
That could have been it too, though.
The Wild Goats? Yeah.
Evil goats.
Okay, now we've got Rascal Flatts. I believe they're big in the
Hell
country
yeah.
community as the Greatest Hits Volume 1. That implies there's going to be a Volume 2 at some point. This is
Thank God for
$25.95.
that. If you can't get enough Rascal Flatts, it's got it all.
Really?
I hope they do 3 more volumes.
All right, Christmas is coming.
Oh, perfect. I hope someone gets it for me.
Oh, here we go. We probably should have talked more about this in depth. There's
I
this
know, yeah.
Rex Orange County pony, 140 gram. That's 140 gram. How
It's not
weird.
that impressive.
With a digital download, that's $27.95. You know, this kid is like a. Who did he sign with eventually? Is he still putting his own stuff out, or?
Now he's with. I don't know. Yeah, man. I think Sony.
Oh, he's with Sony. He
With
decided.
the big boys now.
Okay.
Sold out.
Okay.
But I think this is his second studio album or something like that. So
Yeah, well, it's been a long time between, and there was just like everybody was after this kid to sign him, and I wondered where he was going to land, you know. But Sony rock and roll, but I like it.
very
Okay.
talented though. Check that guy out.
Yeah, we like him. Okay. Candace, our she doesn't like him.
Oh, really?
No, she always wants to turn him off whenever we do that. So, well, you know, one man's pain is another man's pleasure. What are you going to say? All right, now we got Scorpions Crazy World, $22.95. That's a reissue as well.
This might be this man's pain right here.
Okay.
Not much pleasure for me with the Scorps, but
Well, you know what? You know, millions of fans can't be wrong, I guess. You know what I mean? What are you going to
they're
say?
a great band.
Okay, and now we got Face the Heat, 2 LPs for $27.95. Okay. And then we've got Live Bites, 2 LPs, $27.95.
Nice little play on words there.
Look at that back
you know?
picture, see?
Oh, God. You're hyped.
There you go. Okay. Now
Scorps.
this is great too. There's a reissue of Slow Dive Slovaki, 180 gram smoke colored vinyl, $28.95. Great, great, great.
The Scorps was the pain. This is the pleasure
All
for
right.
me, I will say.
Yeah, that's such
My
a good
God.
record.
One of my favorite records of all time. I
I
think
like-
this is the first color pressing we've ever done. Too.
Maybe.
So,
Hey, what does that sticker say? It says limited, what?
limited to 4,000, which is actually a lot.
No, it's not really.
I guess, yeah. An
For a
album
band
this
like
big.
Slow Dive?
Yeah,
Not really.
true. Transparent and black marbled vinyl. This is so dope. We only got 2. I told Chuck to get a bunch more because this is like.
Well, they're numbered.
Come
Is
on
that?
now.
Is there? Are they numbered there on the back?
They
Yeah,
are.
they are.
This is beautiful.
Okay. Yeah, that's
I'm
a,
definitely doing this.
what a great record though, huh?
Absolutely.
Okay, now we've got the soundtrack to the cast for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. This is 2 LPs for $56.95.
A little pricey, but you know.
Who's on there? Like, what kind of stuff
LP.
is that?
Bob Seger, okay. Neil Diamond, Vanilla Fudge,
Oh, wow.
So-
Okay.
kind of random. Deep Purple, okay, pretty cool.
Okay.
Not bad.
All right, now we've got Sun O Pyroclast.
Yes.
This is on pink vinyl, $26.95.
This is their second album of the year, and they put it out on that 10 bands, what's it called? 10 bands, one cause, the cancer awareness
Oh, is that
funding thing.
Okay,
But
so
most bands do a reissue. They actually just put it out on the
Oh.
day of, so that's pretty cool. Making
Okay.
it a pretty big deal, so it'll sell a lot of copies.
that might be number 10
More power to
finally in the
them.
series, you know, because
I
they've
think
been
it's the
trickling
last
in
one.
every week, so
Yeah.
that might be the last one. Okay.
So, great band too, great drone metal. They put out Life Metal earlier this year on Black Friday, or no,
Yeah.
Record Store Day.
Oh, Record Store Day.
That was a
Okay.
huge release, so
All right.
check that out.
And now we've got Vastum, or Official Purge, colored vinyl. It says $21.95. What kind of? Can you see that color? What is it?
It's a white cream. I'm buying this one too.
Are
they're
you?
they're a great
Oh.
death metal band from San Francisco. They've been gone for like 4 or 5 years. It's out on $20 spin. My favorite goddamn metal label.
Oh.
So check it out.
Okay. Then we finally wrapping it up with Neil Young and Crazy Horse, Colorado. 2 LPs plus a 7-inch, and this little whaler comes in at $45.95. What's up
A
with
lot,
that? That's a
but
lot.
You know it's gonna be good if he's with the Crazy Horses.
Yeah, well, that's always Neil Young at his best when he's with Crazy Horse, right? So thanks for joining us. Sorry for the gap. I'm going to post the list down below so you can see the things that we didn't talk about but are still new releases today, okay? We'll see you next time.